Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Twister, and today I'm back with another GTA Online video. Now, yesterday I was playing GTA Online, I filled up one of my warehouses, got all 42 crates out of 42, and I went to sell it all for 735k. But it didn't go to plan, it pretty much failed, and I'm still pretty salty about it now. So I wanted to do this video to make sure that you guys don't make the same mistake as I did, because I actually tried to do this selling mission with the help of randoms in GTA Online, and of course, you can probably guess, it didn't go very well. So this video may appear as like a bit of a rant type video, but I think hopefully I'll try to bring up some important issues with some of the flaws, some of the less than brilliant things about the whole CEO, specifically the selling missions, and hopefully I can get your guys' feedback on it as well. And see what you guys think. So first of all, let's give some context into this selling mission that we are approaching. Now, I think I just hired 2 other guys as associates to help me do the selling mission, because once you get to selling pretty much a full warehouse, it says that there could be 3 vehicles involved in the selling missions, so make sure you've got at least 2 other associates to help you with transporting what could be in total 3 vehicles, and that's what it was. There were 3 planes that we had to fly and deliver to specific locations, and there's not really a problem with that. So, because I knew I was going to do the selling mission, I went into a low populated lobby. I think there was less than 10 people in here, just to try and make sure no one else was going to hunt us down and interrupt the selling mission. And since you can only do this in public missions, you're always going to run the risk of running into other players that are going to interrupt your actual selling mission and destroy all the cargo that you're carrying. I'm pretty fine with that, but the risk should not come from your own teammates, and you'll see what happens. If I were to do this solo, I'd probably have a better chance of actually transporting all 3 vehicles by myself, and I mean like literally flying one plane to that location, going back to the airport, getting into the other plane, flying that one, and doing that 3 times solo. I would have had a better chance of doing that successfully than doing it with 2 randoms, because the random players, you just can't trust them for whatever reason. And I have actually done the selling missions, a couple of them, solo as well, and done it far more successfully on my own. And here you go, you see what happens. An associate just leaves the game. While he's flying the plane with cargo in it, he just leaves. And then obviously it gets destroyed because the cargo is still in the plane, even though he's left the game. It's still in the plane, it hits the ground, blows up, cargo's destroyed. The sale is over. Now, fortunately, because there were 3 vehicles, obviously the 2 vehicles, the 2 planes were intact, so some of the stock went back to the warehouse. I think it was 28 crates went back to the warehouse. But it could have been worse. It could have been all of the crates. I'm not sure exactly how it works for every other selling mission. But what if that was all the crates, all the 735k that could have possibly been made, just gone to waste? Think of the amount of time it takes to fill up a full warehouse, and I wasn't even doing the large warehouse. I've still only got a medium warehouse. So imagine if that's a large warehouse with 111 crates, all the hours that gets put into it, all the time and effort that you spent filling up that warehouse, for then to have one random associate on your team screw up in an instant, just like that. 4 or 5 or 6 hours, however long it took, can just go to absolute waste instantly. And for you as a CEO, that cost you quite a lot. It obviously cost you the time and the money you spent going into it, but for something that wasn't your mistake, for something that an associate messes up on, they don't really face any consequences for that. I mean, yeah, sure, it says something about you can kick them from your organisation, and it punishes them for something, stops them from being a CEO for a short amount of time or whatever. But there's really no incentive for them to successfully complete the mission in the first place. The bodyguards, the associates, don't get much money at all. They don't get a lot of money in terms of the wages, and there's just not that incentive to successfully complete the selling missions. Look at heist, for example. I think the heist system works really, really well. Since the crew members' pay cut can obviously be controlled by the actual heist leader, they obviously want to perform well. They obviously want to get through the mission successfully. They don't want to be screwing up all the time on setup missions. They don't want to be screwing up all the time on the heist, because if the heist leader sees a player not putting much effort in, dying a lot, they're obviously going to reduce that cut, and that member is not going to get paid that much. So the incentive to do well in heist is there, but it just doesn't exist for the CEO selling missions, which it just creates a bit of a problem. Now, like I said, I understand that it has to be done in public sessions because there should be that risk to it. There should be that risk against other organisations in the sessions that might want to interrupt you on your selling mission, even though people by this point know that it's really kind of pointless to destroy other people's cargo because you just don't get much for it at all, so you may as well just leave other CEOs and organisations to do their thing. So that risk is potentially there, but that risk shouldn't come from the teammates of your organisation, especially in that particular mission when there's 3 vehicles you got to transport to 3 separate locations. I'm really not keen on that one. I like the one where there's 1 vehicle, so the CEO can potentially transport that 1 vehicle, and the associates is their responsibility to protect it, so they can fly attack choppers, they can sit in the passenger seat and do the lock-on jammer, all that stuff. That's good. But having 3 vehicles, I'm not really too keen on that one. I think it needs to be reworked a little bit. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this little ranty type video, but hopefully you guys have learned something from this video, and yeah, now you guys know not to make the same mistake as I did. If you are going to do these selling missions, make sure you've got a group of friends or a group of players that you can trust whilst doing these selling missions, because there's a lot on the line for you, but not for the associates, so you definitely need to make sure you're playing with people who have got your back. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of this in the comments. Let me know what you think of the selling missions and some of the points that I've brought up in this video. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure you leave it a like, rating, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll hopefully see you all in my next video. See you later, guys.